Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be covering Cosmic Universe, a fantasy MMORPG on the Harmony 1 blockchain. This is their main website. You can find some information about the game and the ecosystem here on the front page. There's links to the land NFT page, character NFT page, their white paper. If you scroll down a bit, you can get little basics on what's coming up. It's going to be a open world adventure MMORPG, fantasy metaverse. There's a lot of lore being built up. And I'm not familiar with this. Ethereal Lumina. I think this might be the staking or the leveling up gameplay. Get XP and level up by harvesting resources, going on quests, and building increasingly advanced structures and settlements. Yeah, so if you own land in this game, there's going to be buildings that you can craft and set up. This little thing on land, you can buy land. It's all sold out now. They've done their first mint for the Wizard Island. There's going to be a total of 7 races and islands for the game. Right now they've only done the first mint, and they plan to do the second mint for elven characters next, and the elf island. And those will be the 2 islands that are out before the game is released later this year or early next year, depending on how development goes. So own characters, there's 7 races on planet Krypton, each with 10,000 characters. And I believe the islands are around 7,000 to 8,000 land slots. They might vary from island to island. There's an FAQ here if you need some information. They currently already have their marketplace up. You can also find them on NFT Key, but this is their own marketplace. You can buy characters and land. There aren't any companions or items available yet, or resources. That'll all be out once the game's live. But the floor price on land is about $200, which is pretty close to mint. I think this is the second lowest rarity, and I think they were about 100 or 150 to mint. So you can still pick up some off the floor for just slightly above mint. And then some of the rare plots are closer to $1,000 or $700 at this point. And this is their native currency, Magic. It's had quite a dip this last few months. I think the market overall has had a dip, but this project is still really early, so it makes sense that the tokens have been pretty volatile. So now is a good time if you're interested in this project and getting in. This would be a good time to accumulate some of their tokens when they're down at these lows. Once a week on Mondays, they put out a weekly wizard to share with the community the updates for the week on what they're working with. This is the one for April 25th, this last Monday. Talking about, they normally announce some of the stat changes if you're interested in that sort of data, and they also are showing how many of the 3D wizards have been claimed. The mint was for 2D wizards. That won't be the case with future races, but for this one it was 2D, and then they developed their 3D characters, and they're using Unreal Engine 5. So yeah, the community's taking their 2D wizards and claiming their 3Ds. And they introduced professions this week, which I'll show you the post in the Discord as well, talking about that, and then just some updates about the game development that's going on. So if you're interested in catching up weekly on where the project's at, you can subscribe to this or check out the Discord, and they share it in there every Monday. Right now, the tokens are available on LootSwap. They're developing their own decks, so in the future, this year, it'll be, you can go directly through their decks, but for the time being, you can buy Magic and Cosmic on LootSwap, and you can also farm liquidity here. You see over here, there's this Cosmic Universe Guild. I'll take you to this page. And then if you scroll down, there's all these pools available. I might do a video in the future to go over liquidity providing, because I know that there are a lot of people who aren't familiar with it, and they might be intimidated. I know when I first learned about it, it's a bit much. If yeah, it can be a little intimidating if you're not super into crypto and understand how to do this already. So if that's something you're interested in, comment below, and that'll motivate me to get a video going so I can help show you guys how to how to get involved here, because there's a lot of opportunity in crypto with staking and liquidity providing that. I mean, here, like, I mean, these rewards are insane that you can earn set at the low end 50%, the high end 1,000% for this one. But I think this one's ending soon because loot is the token for loot swap. So yeah, earning 200, 300% APR is just, it's insane. So it's definitely something you don't want to miss out on if you're in crypto. So this is the white paper. Just go through it real quick so you can see some of what's in here. A little summary of the game and what's going to be coming. A little bit of information on blockchain gaming, NFT marketplace, the land. This is the distribution of the different rarities of land. Each land will have different types of resources. It goes into that down below. Here's some descriptions of each land. Here's some of the types of resources there will be. Each of the primary will have a different subtype, varying degrees of rarity. So this is all varied depending on which type of land. There will be beachfront properties, so there'll be certain buildings that you can only craft if you are on the water. I think this will be for it might be all coasts. Originally it was just the southern coast, but I think it's going to be every coast now, as well as if you're lakefront. There's a few lakes on the map. It's information on the structures, the characters. We can see the wizards are out, and there's these other races that will be coming out next. There's information on each race, some lore, some of the leveling information. Some of this is just placeholder. It will change depending on how the currencies evolve as the game develops. Yeah, here's some of the XP needed, cryptocurrency integration. Here's some tokenomics for magic, and I think cosmics down here. Yeah, what the uses will be for each. And here's the sky map. So here's a roadmap on what's coming next for the project. So definitely check this out if this is something you're interested in and you're curious about learning about NFT games coming up. If we go over here, you can see their Discord. Here's the announcement channel. There's lots of good information coming out here on almost a daily basis. So this is an updated roadmap they just came out with yesterday, the 28th of April. You can see the demo is going to be coming soon. Then the elves. 1Fi is the name of their decks they're developing. NFT staking. So I think this is going to be some basic staking for before the game comes out. There will be land staking once the game's actually out. So I think this is different. Then there's pre-alpha, Elf Island. This will be the next land sale, which the first land sale, they did have a pre-sale. There was a little bit of upset in the community about, but they're not going to do any pre-sales in the future. And the first land sale sold out like instantly. Most of it was sold in pre-sale, and then as soon as it went public, it was sold out in minutes. So you might want to follow this, and for this land sale, try to get some if you can. And if you can't get it minted, you can always pick some up off the market. So after the sale, there's alpha, beta, apes minting. So once the game's live, they're going to go for the third race. And then the third race land sale. And then full release of the game. So this is a nice little update they've given us. Here's a little early screenshot of what the elves might look like. It's pretty cool. And then, yeah, like I said, they post the weekly wizard in here, and here's some information on the professions and some of the breakdown of how this is going to work. It's a pretty active community in here, so if you want to get in here, you can learn more about the game and meet some of the community that's involved. Let's talk about the potential for the tokens. So Magic, at the time I'm making this, is 11.5 cents. It is a total max supply of 100 million, so that puts it at 11.5 million market cap. So it's a micro cap. It's very tiny. This had a huge run up a few months ago. There was a lot of hype. That was about the time I heard about this. I think when I got into this project, the token was around here. We were around $1. And then over about, what's that, a month? Or not even a month, a couple of weeks, it had this massive run up. I think even when I got in January, if I remember right. So somewhere along here. Yeah, it was under $1 when I first heard about this. And I think even this run up was big. It had already done like a 5x over a couple weeks there, and then it had this huge shot up where it went up to $4. So it makes sense that there was a lot of profit taking and the prices come back down. But even this at $4.40, it was, I want to say, like 300 million market cap, or well, I guess if it's 100 million total supply, it'd be 400 million dilute market cap. So that's a 30x from here just to get back to this peak. And I think once the game's actually out, it'll definitely hit this. So that might be later this year or sometime next year that this could do a 30x or even more. I think if this game really succeeds and ends up being one of the projects that's in the billions of market cap, that's a 100x from here to get to a billion. And if it got multi-billion, that's, yeah, just a lot of potential here. It's a small project. So if you're interested in this, I would recommend getting some magic. And what I'm doing is I have magic and cosmic, and I am providing liquidity on Loot Swap because the rewards are really nice. The APR on that pool is 170%. So that's one way to earn magic. If you want to just grab a little of these and split the pool and provide liquidity, you can earn some pretty solid rewards. Yeah, I think there's a lot of upside potential here, and it's going to be a fun game. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, and if you like this sort of content going over NFT games and other crypto projects, then please subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I come out with more. Leave any comments if you have any questions or any opinions to share about the project or similar projects that you want to share with me for me to check out. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by and enjoy the rest of your day.